Resurrection Fest TV. I don't care what you achieve. There's only one location if you don't follow me. You always get what you wanted.
Seguimos en este viernes de subidón y ahora estoy con la gente de Enter Shikari. Guys, welcome back to Resurrection Fest.
Back.
Yes,
So we
you-
have played it before.
Yes, you were thinking about before.
A few years ago, yeah. It was in a different venue, though, different place, I think.
No, I think it's the same venue, but it's been growing so much
Oh, okay,
every
maybe.
year. So you might not recognize
we
it
didn't
because of
recognize
that.
it, right?
Yeah. So it's me, the first one,
Yeah.
in telling you. How funny! So do you remember that experience of playing back in the day here?
I would love to say yes, but
You had too many cookies already.
that's it. There's so many cookies, the sugar's going to my head. No, well, the thing is, we play a lot of festivals, and over the year, you
Yeah.
often do a tour over the summer of festival, go from one festival to the next. So
And you get all mixed
a lot
up.
of the time, yeah, you get confused as to which festival is where and what's going on, and it all kind of blurs together.
Okay, maybe you should look through your old photos and
Yeah.
footage.
We'll do that.
Anyway, so your latest work, it was live at Alexandra Place.
Palace, yeah.
Palace, sorry. There's something that got my attention about that, is that you come out with a CD, but not a DVD.
Yeah.
Why is that?
We fucked the DVD up.
How? How did you do that? Too many cookies again? Have not.
Yeah. Cookies are the bane of our life. There was just like a few errors and things that didn't work out properly. I edited one track, Redshift, which we used for YouTube, and I feel like we used all like the most of the footage that worked and looked good. So we just decided to concentrate on the audio and just make sure that was a fitting representation of what the night was.
Okay. That's a shame, because...
Yeah, but we're doing it again, so... and
Really, when?
That'll be better. November.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
We didn't know here in Spain about that, so it's good news.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we actually filmed another show that we did quite recently,
Okay.
but we haven't said anything about it yet, so I'm not sure how much I can tell you, but there will be some more live footage coming out
Okay.
in the not too distant future.
Oh, love that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. People usually, they tend to name things, label them, and when something new comes out, such your music, they kind of get confused of, is it hardcore? Is it not? Is it electronic music? Is it, and at the end of the day, it works great because it sounds good, people likes it, but my question is how you define yourself, your own style.
We don't really. I kind of think that's not our job. it's the media's job if they want to define something. Like for us, like as soon as you define art, it limits it. And we've never wanted to be one sort of style. And I'm sure every band says this. Like no one wants to be penned in, like making the same album over and over again. And we're very lucky to have an audience that gets what we're trying to do and encourages progression instead of just asking for the same song repeated.
How is that you come up with singles, like from nowhere? Like you have an album, you release an album, and 2 months later is a new song out there. It's not a typical formula, if you know what I mean. Like these days, bands work out on this every 2 year an album, you tour it, and then you get in studio again, but you go against that somehow, like opposite.
Well, it seems to us like it'll be about a week after we've released an album that our fans are asking, when's the next album coming out? When's new music coming out? It's like, seriously, we've just released an album. So they can't seem to get enough. And also we get kind of bored of being on the road constantly. And when we're in a very creative profession like we are, we're constantly wanting to get back in the studio, and all these ideas are always going off. It never stops in your head. So it's always good to get back in there and work on some new stuff, just to sort of bridge the gap before, whilst you're still touring the last album, before you can really settle into a full album.
Okay, that's good. How you got on the idea of mixing such a opposite, let's say, styles, metal and electronic music? Who came out with this?
It was just natural for us because we grew up just outside London, and there's so many different music scenes there, like really thriving. And I don't know. I think for all of us, it always seemed weird to like define your whole self, your whole like personality almost by like one thin slice of the musical spectrum. And yeah, as I say, we were just lucky enough to have lots of different influences. So it just that's what we absorbed, and that's what we then came to create. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Another thing that gets my attention about you guys is like most of the British bands, when they sing mostly, they try to, you know, fade it British accent, you know, like kind of make it neutral, but you don't. You know what I mean? Like
I always get really pissed off with bands that sing with an American accent.
exactly. Why you? That's why, because you get pissed. So everybody's doing what you said, right?
Yeah, that's it. So I don't know. We try not to mask like who we are and where we come from.
I love that. I love that. Really, really. I think it's really cool, and every band in, you know, UK should start doing the same thing. You have to be proud of where you come from. Anyway, last question. Shikari Sound System. That's a parallel project. Is any plan to bring that to Spain at some point, and that we are being able to enjoy that? And what is it about? Because I'm sure that's many Spanish audience that never heard about it. So what can you tell us?
I think we actually, the one festival we did do in Europe for Shikari Sound System was Spain, wasn't it? I can't remember. Bilbao, yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
So we did a lot of the time we do DJ sets under the name Shikari Sound System, which is where we play a lot of our own remixes, but also a lot of music that in the electronic world that really inspires us. And then also, we did 4 shows that were like more live, but less live than the full band, if you see what I mean. So there was a lot of electronics, like a lot of MIDI pads, that kind of thing, and playing a lot of the parts as opposed to just DJing. And then one of those shows was in Bilbao. We haven't done it for a while, but we'd love to bring it more to the Europe mainland. But the thing is, like, our time is so consumed with Enter Shikari band work that it's difficult to. We need kind of body doubles, you know, to go out and do 2 things at once.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't want to let you go, guys. So it's like you're so young, you're so creative, you have like such a modern sound.
We haven't been called young for a while. That's nice.
You're very, very young. You're really creative. You just came out with a new style, which is something difficult to create something new these days, you know. And you influence so many other bands and so many people in every way that you can imagine. Really, I'm serious on this, and I'm not laughing. And just how you see yourself in 10 years from now, or what would you like? Where would you like to be, for example? It's in personal way, as a band.
Well, I've just started growing some vegetables. So hopefully I'll have a much, much bigger vegetable patch with almost every vegetable there is being grown.
There's a lot to do with that Shikari, right?
Yeah. And Shikari, I don't really care. But as long as I've got some potatoes and leeks, spinach.
You're a good cook?
Chard.
Are you good? Are you
Not really, but you know, hopefully growing my own vegetables will encourage me to cook more.
What about you?
Well, as far as the band goes, you know, I'm sure we'd all love to be doing pretty much the same thing we're doing right now. You know, releasing more music, trying to be as creative with it and pushing music further. You know, we never try to stagnate at all, and keep touring and being able to, you know, have experiences like this playing around the world.
I remember next time that you were here twice.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's it. I need to like take mental pictures of everything. I've got a terrible memory. I get it from my dad, not the cookies.
Okay, guys, it's really nice to finally meet you, and I hope you have a great show today, and you remember the experience of Resurrection this time at least. And well, we'll see you on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
This is Enter Shikari Shadia for Resurrection Fest TV.